Hi everyone, it's Tara Bianca with Be Light Transformative Therapy, and today I want to talk a bit more about breath holding and how it can behave as a modulator for the nervous system. When you think of breath holding, what do you normally envision? Maybe you imagine someone with puffed cheeks, turning blue in the face while they struggle not to breathe. Or maybe you envision a yogi or a monk sitting on top of the mountain, totally calm, perhaps even with their abdomen completely sucked in. Or maybe you imagine a free diver descending into the deep, trying to keep mind and body calm as those diaphragmatic contractions and those racing thoughts start to arise. The point is, there's a lot of different ways to go about holding your breath, but the majority of breath holding strategies would typically be classified as more of a stressor exercise, or they'd be put in that stressor category, meaning they tend to induce more of a stress response in the body. And for the right individual, there can be a lot of benefit to that stressor. We would tend to call that a hormetic stressor or a good stressor because it leads to positive adaptations over time, much like physical exercise. Well, what's so good about it? Again, for the right individual, strong breath holds of various kinds can be quite beneficial for improving CO2 tolerance, which we spoke about a little bit in last week's video, which in turn can result in the delayed onset of breathlessness, the delayed onset of fatigue, improved aerobic capacity and performance, improved anaerobic capacity. Potentially stronger respiratory muscles, although the jury's still a little bit out on that one. Lighter and more efficient breathing at rest and during exercise, potentially improved mitochondrial health, which translates into greater energy. In some cases, an improved immune response. It can potentially assist in improving sleep quality, in improving focus, mental clarity and concentration, and then just in general, a feeling of better overall resilience. So clearly, if you are prepared and cleared to practice strong breath holds regularly, then this can be an awesome option with a lot of amazing benefits. But now, what about the people who are not good candidates for strong breath holds? Well, first of all, which people are those? Pregnancy. Absolutely no breath holding, please. Cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, a history of any serious respiratory disease. In general, any serious underlying medical condition could be a contraindication to strong breath holds. People who are extremely elderly, extremely unfit, or really deconditioned, also caution to that group. Anyone with a really dysregulated nervous system, so people suffering with panic disorder, with extreme anxiety, with certain autoimmune issues, so things like POTS or any type of dysautonomia, and also, and maybe somewhat surprisingly, women of reproductive age at certain times during their cycle. So I can very much speak from experience on this one. Right now, I'm at a point in my cycle where I really am aware that my CO2 tolerance has dropped since even just a week ago. And I experienced this by feeling more breathlessness, more fatigue, less energy, and where I have to really have greater breath awareness to keep my breathing as functional as possible throughout the day. So this week in my cycle is definitely not the time that I'm going to be practicing a lot of strong breath holds. They're going to feel unnecessarily stressful, and I'm just not going to get the benefits. So it's important to understand that strong breath holds are just not appropriate for those groups that I just mentioned. Best case scenario, they provoke undesirable symptoms and undue stress, and worst case scenario, they're just outright dangerous. But now, the point that I want to get to is that not all breath holding exercises would be classified as stressor exercises. So for example, mild to moderate breath holding exercises might even be classified as down regulators for the nervous system in certain cases for certain people. That means mini breath holds of only a few seconds each. I have a video on that right here. Or even medium breath holds of say 15 to 20 seconds can be very stimulating to the vagus nerve, can encourage vasodilation and bronchodilation, and can be quite nourishing to the nervous system, to the mind, and to the body. So remember, anyone with a dysregulated nervous system, which is going to include certain autoimmune issues, panic disorder, extreme anxiety, or even these monthly hormone fluctuations, is normally experiencing some amount of dysfunctional breathing, which is perpetuating these negative symptoms. These mild to moderate breath holds can be a gentle way to start to reclaim functional breathing and also invite the nervous system back into a state of safety. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Also, today is the absolute final day to get a discounted rate on my new and improved 4-week breath bootcamp. If you are really eager to deep dive into truly functional breathing for daily life, including how to use specific breath holding techniques appropriately to regulate your nervous system, then please make sure you check out the program and please take advantage of the discounted rate. Your bootcamp experience comes with lifetime access to the program, plus a free 30-day trial to my private online Be Light community, plus access to any and all future upgrades at no additional cost. There are payment plans available, and as always, if you are truly having financial difficulty but you feel passionate about joining the program, then please feel free to reach out to me and we can find a solution. Lastly, if you'd like to further support the channel and the work that I do here, you may now leave a super thanks by clicking that little heart button below the video, or you may visit my Buy Me a Coffee page. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.